democrática e independiente.
Goal of NATO. Now there are demands by Estonia, the ally, to increase the objective, to increase it to 2.5 and to make it the floor and not the ceiling. Do you agree? Does the federal government agree? The defense budget is not supposed to increase that much next year. And Secretary General, on the 2% goal, in the national security strategy, which you commended right now, it reads that Germany wants to achieve this in a multi-annual average, meaning that it would be okay if it would be below 2% for 1 year or another. Is that enough for you, as from a NATO perspective? Thank you very much for these questions. We took all the necessary preparations for us to reach the 2% goal. We do this with the federal budget, but also by using the special fund that was conceived to actually be able to spend 2%, and in the law passing this special fund, you see the funding available, and you could actually spend 1 year spend more than others, but our outlook is 2%. Our perspective is 2%. I assume once all countries in Europe have achieved this and all members in the transatlantic alliance, this will lead to a tremendous increase in our defense capabilities. I mean, it's a massive increase in defense spending, and if you look at all the many other countries and factor this in, countries that also need to increase their spending for them to reach the 2% objective, then if you add all of this up, this will result in a massive increase of defense capabilities for NATO.
Welcome the very strong commitment of Germany.
Acabamos de escuchar a Olaf Sholz, el primer ministro alemán, que está hablando del gasto en defensa. Dice que están incrementando el gasto para alcanzar el objetivo del 2%, pero que no solo lo está haciendo Alemania, sino que también la OTAN ha incrementado su gasto para alcanzar este nivel, este objetivo del 2%.
Has really sent a very clear message about further increases and the strength and commitment of Germany to contribute to our shared security, to our collective defense in NATO, and that's something I welcome. And we have seen that commitment not only in words but also in deeds, because Germany has taken important decisions to acquire new modern capabilities, including fighter jets and more air defenses and many other types of defense capabilities which are important for Germany but also for the whole of NATO. The need to reach 2% reflects the fact that we live in a more dangerous world. And again, it will be for the leaders when they meet in Vilnius to decide the exact language. But I have argued in favor of regarding 2% as a minimum, because when you look at the capability targets, the capabilities we need to strengthen our collective defense in the way we have agreed, for many countries it will require actually more than 2%. Then, of course, the reality is that when you have a 2% guideline, there will always be fluctuations in GDP. So suddenly you have a pandemic and GDP goes down, and then you may have a very high percentage. So these kind of fluctuations will always be the case, but there is a big difference fluctuating around 1% or 1.5% and fluctuating around 2%. So the most important thing is that we have a significant increase in defense spending, and that we meet the capability targets which we agree which we have agreed in NATO. Let me add one brief thing, and that is that from my own experience as a politician, in Minister of Finance and Prime Minister, I know.
Estamos escuchando a Jens Stoltenberg, secretario general de la OTAN, que dice, o de alguna forma remarca, el compromiso, como los países de la OTAN están fortaleciendo el compromiso de ayudar a la defensa de la OTAN. Dice que es muy importante el esfuerzo que está haciendo Alemania, pero también todos los países de la OTAN. De hecho, ha dicho pues que necesita que todos los países que son miembros de la OTAN alcancen el objetivo del 2% del gasto en defensa, pero a pesar de ello, incluso dice que algunos países necesitarían algo más de este 2% pero que pase lo que pase sí que notan un incremento significativo del gasto en defensa de todos los países miembros de la OTAN.
I would like to ask a question pertaining to your own